Figma and Claude Design are not just two popular UI design tools, they represent two fundamentally different design workflows. And in this video I want to compare the two workflows they invite us to follow when crafting design, and highlight both strong and weak sides of both ways of creating digital products. And I will start with Figma. A typical Figma project starts with an empty canvas. Just like an empty piece of paper, it invites us to draw UI design. And just like a painter, we add elements one by one and end up creating a nice composition that becomes our UI design. This approach gives us a high degree of control. Every layer can be selected, moved, resized, restyled, and replaced. Components, variables, styles, auto layout, and prototyping tools makes it possible to create a very detailed and scalable product experiences. The workflow in Figma usually looks like this. It's predictable and precise, but it's highly dependent on manual work. The Claude Design workflow is very different. Claude Design starts from a different place. Instead of opening an empty frame and constructing the interface element by element, it invites you to describe the desired outcome. You explain what you want to see in the first place by writing a prompt. In my case, I will ask create a home screen for personal finance app. Claude analyzes the request, asks a few clarification questions about my design, and then it crafts the first version of design for my review. And the nice thing is that the first version is not a collection of disconnected design decisions. Claude makes assumptions about information architecture, hierarchy, content, visual treatment, and interaction based on the information I've provided to AI. The workflow, therefore, starts closer to complete product concept. Now, when you have a general idea about both workflows, it's important to dive deep into 4 specific areas. And the first one is design system alignment. This is the area where I think Claude Design has a major advantage. Claude Design actively invites you to import your design system, and then uses it when crafts design for you. In my example, I'm using a slightly modified version of IBM Carbon system, and feed this design system as additional signal along with my prompt to AI. And AI builds a design using this information. Figma, on the other hand, provides the building blocks, but the designer remains responsible for assembling them. Manual work gives you more control, but at the cost of speed. Next one is introducing changes in design. And this is where things get tricky for Claude Design. The tool makes it super easy to introduce small changes, such as tweaking text and styling. But when it comes to introducing more advanced changes, Claude Design asks you to provide follow-up prompt for AI agent. For example, if I need to add an illustration to the top card, I will need to write a prompt explaining what I want to see. But when it comes to Figma, you have a complete freedom of what and how you want to change. Figma offers you a direct, granular control, and that's what makes it so powerful for product designers who want to control the design process. Next topic is collaboration. This is another area where both tools follow completely different logic. When you use Figma, you typically leave comments for your peers in design team, and expect them to fix something. But in Claude Design, you typically leave comments for AI and ask it to change the design. You leave comment for Claude, so it can modify design for you. Finally, developer handoff. Figma has a pretty nice handoff workflow through dev mode. Developers can inspect layout properties, spacing, colors, variables, assets, components, and even generated code snippets. But there is an important problem with this approach. Figma is a design-first tool. In Figma, the design asset, UI screen, remains a central artifact, while developers translate them into production code. And this translation typically leads to a gap between design and development. Claude Design, on the other hand, is a code-first tool. It codes a prototype of your design, and when you ask it to export it, Claude gives you a code for this solution. This approach minimizes the gap between design and development, because what you see in Claude Design and what you have in code will be pretty much the same thing. When it comes to choosing design tool for your organization, you shouldn't think about either Figma or Claude Design. The most useful question is where each tool creates the most value for your design process. As for me, I typically use Claude Design at the beginning of design process to turn a product idea into concrete direction, generate several possible solutions, and explore behavior through a functional prototype. This allows me to identify the strongest concept. And then I switch to Figma to refine the information architecture, rebuild or align the experience with production components, verify responsive behavior, all for selected direction. And that's how it works for me. Let me know what you think about this approach in the comments. Thank you.